and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will start this game off. And here he is, guys. First down for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Duggan. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Back open in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Sun Devils are on the move. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At the 20, he's got space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Knights offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
The Knights in the hurry up. Trying to find his man on first down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Keene. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. 1st down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Duggan. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. That makes the score Arizona State 10, UCF 0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And they can't make the connection on third down. The Knights will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Third and short now from their own 48. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The give to the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Duggan. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
UCF 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. On third down, he drops to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Touch pass on the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Got it, looking for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Going over the top. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Knights moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, running back on the move. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Quarterback on the keeper. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Duggan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Pocket starts to collapse. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to run, it's Clay. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. He'll do it himself. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over you. We've got our eye on things here.
On everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Knights headed quickly to the line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Got it behind the line. It's Grimes. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
2nd down coming up.
They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little...
There's a live football. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Knights!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Snagged in the middle, it's Pena.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's King. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And his throw is incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
3rd and inches, and the offense trying to throw the football. The defense, they weren't fooled. They just got upfield, and they got pressure on the QB.
The Knights decide to punt it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Knights will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll run it from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, UCF! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up by 21 over UMass.
Power football with the run.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Keene. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The give from the gun. No, he just flat ran over it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The handoff as they run the counter play here.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Touchdown Knights! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Sends it downfield, and it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll run it from the gun. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some back.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
The Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll do it himself. Oh, they knock it free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And how about this defense coming up with the play? You want to make your quarterback a runner? Fine. We're going to stop him and take the ball.
And they were prepared, right? This is a defense that looks like they studied film, and they knew that this offense was going to attack them with the running quarterback on designed runs. So great job by the defense, recognizing what was happening, getting to the football, and better yet, creating a takeaway.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's now second and goal.
Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll start this drive firing. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
The Knights want to crank the tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Played.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll give it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.